Hey fam, welcome to Jack to Jeep. Today on Jack to Jeep, we are actually redoing some tail lights. They may look the same, they're actually not. This is a lot lower price point. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I've always preached to get what you pay for. Yeah, probably sometimes. But I've replaced these ones twice already. Once I paid for, once the company backed it. And I'm still getting problems. I'm still having problems with it. And the reason I went with this new company is I don't have to wire it. It's a plug and play. So I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to tell you a couple other things I like with this product opposed to the other one, and I'll show you that in a minute once I take these out. In the meantime, let's get to work. So this is also, it wasn't a plug and play, but when we installed these, we unhooked everything, put it to the existing wires, plugged it in. Now the other one's already pre-wired. I know it's all good to go. We don't have any of these splices or anything. I even used the shrink hose on it. That way it would be all watertight, but again, it keeps giving me problems. I could probably reuse this, but I'm gonna keep these because I know that it was working at one time. I know that, I just think that something's loose in there, but I'm tired of dealing with it. I'll keep them in my junk drawer. That way, if I ever need them in an emergency case, I got them. But in the meantime, I want to show you guys the difference between this product and the one I got. As you can tell, they're identical. The only difference is that I'm not going to have the little sticker that goes on here. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Once I take this back housing off, I'll show you a little bit of what I'm seeing also. Alright guys, so the only difference that I'm seeing between these two products is actually the mounting bracket itself. This one is a lot narrower, as you can tell. It also is powder coated, where this is aluminum. These are steel. These look more aluminum to where it's not going to rust as much. The good thing is this is going to give me a little bit more room to work with. It's also going to give me a little bit extra room to connect the resistor to it. That way it doesn't dangle around and flop around in there. So I'm going to tighten the resistor onto the aluminum bracket, mount it to this, put them back in. But as you can tell, when they put the back quarters on, we had to cut these holes in here. So kind of I'm stuck with the type of lights that I'm using. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these back together, test it, and then reassemble it. Now before I hook this all up and put it all in, I'm going to plug it in, get in the Jeep, turn the turn signal on, just to see if it's still registering an error, because if it is, then it's definitely not the light, and it's going to be something in between point A and point Z or whatever. So you guys are seeing my mechanical prowess here with this. It's going to kick my proverbial. All right, before I tighten it all in, I'm going to go ahead and check it one more time just to make sure we're good to go. If it's good to go, I'll tighten it in. I'll do the same thing with the passenger. Blinky, blinky, blinky. Check it one more time. You don't want to tighten these too much. I've learned the last two sets. Tighten it too much, it pops these little connectors in here for these other LEDs. So I'm just going to get a good snug on it. Now you definitely are going to want to check these again after you've gone four-wheeling a few times, because they do rattle loose. Loose as a goose. You're also going to want to make sure it's level to the deck. That way it's not cockeyed like it was. There we go. Now the exact same thing with the passenger side. Any company out there that wants to sponsor me some decent electric tools, that'd be much appreciated. Now again, this side's fine. It works fine, but I am going to pop it out because I want them to be uniform on both sides. And whatever reason is I also know that some of these LEDs are out on this one as well. And it's only been, I don't know, 2 years since I put these in. So last time I put my tail lights in, I couldn't put this resistor on the bracket. It had to dangle there, and the reason why was this was too fat for me to even put the resistor in there and get it all to work right. So I'm kind of excited that this isn't going to be flopping around like it was before. Just because this was working before, it doesn't mean something can't go haywire. So I'm going to go ahead and check this just to make sure before I install it. Again, rinse and repeat. Put it in, don't fasten it all the way, check it one more time, tighten it, and then you should be good to go. All good. Now you're probably asking yourself, why doesn't he just leave the blinker on, get it all installed, and watch it? Well, it's because I don't want to have a seizure. This thing gives me a flipping headache if I keep watching it. So I just figured I'll check it this way, put it all in, go back, put it back on the ignition, check it again, and we would be good to go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this resistor, the purple wire that's coming off here, you can see where it's sealed, but the wire is real loose here. You can see some of the wiring coming through. So I'm going to put a heat shrink on it. I did cut the wire so I could get to it, but what I'm going to do then is splice it again. I'm hoping that it'll just make this a little bit more solid. It should strengthen this enough, not have many problems. Before I heat the shrink back on there, I'm going to double check this light just to make sure we have no errors or anything like that. And then we'll be good to go. All right, still good. Now I'm going to shrink it, make sure it's all tight, put it back on, and go from there. So as I finish this up, update you guys on a couple other things that's going on with Jack to Jeep that you may have missed. Especially with the coronavirus going on. I'm trying to do more things at home, things that keep me safe. That way I'm not out in public as much, can't go forward a lot. I've been told tales of places being locked down. No, Arizona, you get a ticket if you're out and about. So be safe, be healthy, be smart. Don't go out if you don't have to. If you do, wear protection, like a face mask. And make sure you're not getting this crappy one. If you missed my office one that I did, talking about my axle shafts and my diff covers, you guys didn't see, I'm giving away 2 products, but it's an ARB tire deflator and a spiderweb sunshade that I had on my JK, on this. If you want a chance to win those, just leave a comment below on which one you want to win. You can put it in for both of them. It doesn't matter, I don't care. But I'm going to be doing another video on my Jeep journey. And at that time, I'm going to be doing a drawing on who's going to win those. This one's going to take a little bit more. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to burn this other wire down here. Wish I had a torch. Woo! That's hot! Woo! It's actually a lot more sturdier than it was before I did it, so it's a good choice, man. Guess there's one more difference that I just noticed from the old ones to the new ones. It's the old screw, the new screw. A little deeper. It's always a good thing, right? And making sure that none of those wires in there are getting pinched, because it's not, the way that circuit, that resistor is, it's not exactly the way I like it. Nonetheless, should be good. Don't want to pinch or cut any of those wires that are in there. You also want to make sure that you're not cross-threading this or stripping any of it. Because that would set, I can kind of see the line where the old taillights were, so I'm just trying to line it up as much as I can. Again, you want to make sure this is horizontal to the deck, and you're good to go. Then you tighten it in. Alright, well that's it for Jack the Jeep. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to leave a bed when you found it. Check out some of these other videos. Click subscribe, hit the bell, that way you can also be notified of any new content that I'm putting out. Again, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks again.